What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for clicking on today's video. We're going to be talking about the most common lies women will tell you. Now, I'd say 99% of men have no idea that they're being lied to 99% of the time by 95% of these women. All right. Women, you see, over the years and throughout history, throughout the hunter and gathering era, have been able to manipulate and maneuver words in a way that is telling a lie, but also is able to remove them from feeling like they're lying and is able to tell the truth at the same time, because in their mind, it is the truth. Women try to protect their ego at all costs, so they have to phrase and word things in a way, even if it is a lie, and formulate that in order to tell a half-truth. Because in their mind, a half-truth still means that there's some truth to it. And a lot of guys fall for these lies, but you guys need to understand these are the most common lies that you will ever hear from a woman, okay? Now, chances are if you're watching this video, this has already happened to you. So stay tuned. And if you are in a relationship, you really have to question things, especially if I bring up something or a topic comes up when I go over the 5 main points and the 5 common lies where you feel like, hey, that just happened to me in my relationship. You need to really dig and do your own research and think about this woman's history, how you first met her, certain signs. Go back and watch some of my old videos on how to pick up certain signs that she's a 304 and signs that she's lying. Or you can email me or send me a direct message on my Instagram at LonnieSpence_. But with no further ado, let's dive into the most common lies women tell men. Number 1, the number of men and women have slept with. Women are never going to tell you the full truth about their full body count because they exclude things like hooking up with guys at music festivals, late night at the bar, last calls, nightclubs. You know, they're not going to include certain men that maybe it didn't work out well for them. Maybe they got pumped and dumped and they don't want to talk about that. So in their minds, they're going to push that out when they're talking to you or someone of interest that they're interested in actually getting a relationship with, because that's going to damage their chances of having you stick around and want to be in a relationship with them. So it makes sense coming from that perspective. But that is the number 1 thing women lie about. I can't tell you guys how many times I've heard women tell men their body count was like 8, 9, and this girl is like tatted up, has a sleeve, has nose rings, has ears pierced. And then she tells me later on in close quarters that her body count's about 50 to 60 to 70. Number 2, only talking to him in the beginning stages of getting to know a guy. We all know this, guys. Just like in a circus, women are juggling men by the dozen, okay? They got their pizza guy, they got their Netflix and chill guy, but they won't smash. They got their guy that compliments them. They got their Snapchat boyfriends. They got their work husbands. They got the neighbor next door that checks them out. They call him creepy. They talk to you about, but they'll never let him hit, and they always complain about him, but are always wearing revealing clothes around him. Yes, I need to shout this louder for those of you that are in the back that haven't been paying attention on this channel. You are not the only man that your woman, quote unquote, is talking to. You are not the only one. You are one in a dozen of different men for different purposes. You know, think about it this way. If you were a man that was, let's say, a billionaire and you had access to young, hot 18, 19, 20-year-old women of any variety, any shape, any size, would you really only talk to one of those women, or would you deal and juggle all of those women if you could? That's the same circumstances and same situation that a lot of these modern day women are in. We know this simping is at an all-time high. That's my point. Women are going to juggle as many men as possible because they can. We live in an era and a generation, unfortunately, where women have the ability to deal with multiple men and not get caught, because these other guys aren't going to tell on themselves. They're just gonna keep smashing. They're just gonna keep dating your chick, quote unquote, your chick. Girls just wanna have fun. So when it comes to dating, why would they settle down with just one man and just have fun with that one man when he can't provide all the excitement of the personalities and the lifestyles of other men? They're going to entertain all their options. This is the second most common lie. Number 3, their views. Women will lie to you about their views and their viewpoints and where they stand on certain issues and topics, whether it's politics or religion or whatever it may be, in order to try to appeal to the man that they're interested in. So let's just say, for example, you're a Raiders fan and she's a Niners fan. She will switch her viewpoint of being a Niners fan and want to be a Raiders fan because she sees you as an alpha male and she wants to appeal to you. So you'll see her starting to rep and rock Niners gear, wanting to take you out to Niners games, starting to root for the Niners, all these different things in order to change her viewpoint for you. Or if you are conservative and have Republican viewpoints when it comes to politics, she will oftentimes change her viewpoints. Maybe she's more liberal, more left-leaning, but she can't let you know these things because, maybe she's almost 30 years old, maybe her eggs are running dry, and, she's got to do what she's got to do. So she's not going to tell you everything. She's going to switch things up in order to make it happen. So she's going to withhold a lot of her viewpoints and how she feels about Trump, how she feels about the jab, let's just say that, just so she can try to appeal to your interests. Number 4, when her last intimate encounter was. Guys, this one's gonna feel a little gross. It's gonna sound a little gross when I talk about this, but there has been multiple times that, and I'm not proud of this at all. Not proud of this. I don't recommend you do this, but I have been with girls that have had boyfriends in the past, and I didn't know about this until later on, but let's just say they came through, they got what, they knew what's up, like that Drake song. Then I sent them on their way, and they had boyfriends. They told me they didn't have Instagram. Later on, I found out they had Instagram, and they put in the vault or their archive the pictures of their boyfriends, so I couldn't see it at the time. And there were multiple times where I did certain things to these women, and I wouldn't have done those things if I knew they had a boyfriend. But I'm thinking that later that night, that same woman, went home to her boyfriend or went home to her husband, and he probably kissed her in the mouth. And I'm not proud of this. I'm not saying you guys should do these things. This is not a good thing. It's actually a sin. And, I've repented from this lifestyle, and I don't like promoting that kind of behavior on this channel. So do you really think these women ever told their husband or their boyfriend what they were doing behind their backs? Or do you think their husband or their boyfriend just thought that the last time they had an intimate time was the last time their wife had an intimate time, or their girlfriend had an intimate time, when she had an intimate time with me right before she saw him? And that's probably why she didn't want to sleep with you for a week. And this is why girlfriends and wives tend to hold back intimacy, because they're getting it from somewhere else. This is the cold, hard truth. I might go deeper into this topic later on and share some real personal stories with you guys. But let me tell you, this lifestyle, I do not recommend it. It is not a good thing. This is something that I do not approve on this channel. But 9 times out of 10, a lot of these women that you're talking to, that you're interacting with, have some type of boyfriend or situation on the side that they're lying to you about, and they won't let you know about this unless you find out about it, or she gets angry with the boyfriend to the point where she's willing to disrespect him. Number 5, specific people by name that these women have been intimate with in the past. That way, you as a man, when you do your research into this woman and who's at her job, who she surrounds herself with, who's her best friend, who's her weed guy, you can't trace any of these guys back, okay? So she'll lie to you, and she won't tell you. She'll withhold the information that, hey, my guy that hooks me up with the good stuff, he smoked me out for a night, he gave me top for an ounce. Or the guy at her work that blew her back out in the parking lot. She's not going to tell you these things. And you're going to go into her work one day, drop off Starbucks, drop off Jamba Juice, and you're going to walk past that guy. He might even shake your hand. And, you know, I've been in that situation before as the other guy, as the guy that I've had that happen to me when I was a simp. And let me tell you, that changed me. But women won't reveal the specific men they've been with to you because they still have those men around. So in case they ever get caught up, that's just her gay best friend. That's just her weed guy. That's just her friend from work. That's just her bestie, whatever it may be. They're lying 9 times out of 10, unfortunately, when it comes to this. If you're enjoying this content so far, please just drop a like for me. It helps support my content and get this message out. But with no further ado, drum roll. Number 6, coming in at number 6, keeping her exes on social media. That is the number 6 most common lie. A lot of times, these women will keep their ex on social media under spam accounts, burner accounts, different names. An ex might even be in her phone under a female name, and she might just say that's one of her girlfriends from work or a colleague or a friend, a long distance friend, and it's actually just a guy, but he's under a female's name, so you'll never catch that guy. Unfortunately, this is a very common thing that occurs, and the really sad thing about this is I know about 3 relationships right now where the woman told the man, hey, I have my ex on social media, I hope you're cool with it, that's just how I roll, and I need a man that I'm going to date next that's cool with that. And these freaking simps are cool with this woman having her ex on social media and still talking to this dude? A lot of men are that thirsty for some punani that they're willing to let their girlfriend cuck them in front of their eyes like that. And she's telling you, hey, I'm still friends with my ex. Hey, I still have this guy on social media because he's still on my mind. You don't do it for me, you simp. And you're going to allow me to do this. Oh, I wish a woman would come at me with that nowadays, with this RP awareness. And you should too, because I wish she had the audacity. Because if she says something like that to you, your mindset's all messed up. You're not really a true alpha male. You're not really truly RP aware. Because that's just flat out disrespectful. That is just so disrespectful. And unfortunately, this is one of the most common things women will do. They will keep their exes on their social medias. I'm talking about exes from high school. Yes, all the way back. And they'll be DMing him, deleting the messages. He'll be liking her pictures. You won't know about any of this stuff. She tells him when you're asleep, when you're at work, when to text her. I'm telling you guys, this happens. And I hope this video was enlightening. I hope that this brought a new perspective to you, because a lot of guys are walking around here just blind as a bat and don't realize a lot of these lies are happening right in front of them, that they're being manipulated, and that they're so thirsty and so enraptured in that wet that they're willing to literally just eat the BS, eat all this crap that these women are feeding them. But if you watch this video, that's my goal here, is to get you guys informed enough and RP aware enough to realize that, listen, you can't pull that with me. You can't pull the shenanigans with me. You might be able to do that with these other guys that, you know, are cool with those things, that don't really check you like that don't understand female nature, that don't understand the RP and how it works and respect themselves as men. But over here, no. You can't pull that with me. They can't pull that with you. So I hope you took notes. I hope you guys were able to get some valuable information out of this. If you enjoyed this content, please drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification, and share this content with anyone that might need this information. And follow your boy on IG at LonnieSpence_. And if you have any other common lies that I didn't mention in this video, please be sure to drop them in the comment section below, and I might make a video on that later on and shout you out. Until next time, have a blessed rest of your day. Peace. I'm gone. Have a good one, guys.